Hi, I'm Professor Zafir, the Dean of the UKM Graduate School of Business, UKM GSP, University Kebangsaan Malaysia. As an academician and administrator, I'm directly involved in teaching, research, publication, and community service activities in human resource management and organizational management. Today, I would like to share with you one of the highlights related to my interest and expertise. Have you ever faced this situation where an organization disregards the talent of its employees? Whether the talent is natural or developed with the organization, the talent should get the organization's supposed acknowledgement. This carelessness over employees' talent can make the latter begin to look for other avenues that can fulfill their career goals. This situation refers to the issue of brain drain. Ladies and gentlemen, Malaysia is one of the countries most affected by brain drain. In reality, brain drain is such a significant loss to a country. It leads Malaysia to have lost the talent and expertise to increase economic progress, life development, and well-being. This issue needs to be stopped on the premise that the country has invested a sum of money and facilities for an individual's career development process. Thus, the government has the right to claim it back and obtain some reward or return in the form of their contribution to the country's development. According to the report by Mail 2021, today, nearly 1.7 million Malaysians are employed outside the country, with Singapore being the most favored country, 54%, followed by Australia, 15%, the United Kingdom, 5%, and the United States, 10%. The phenomenon of brain drain relates to putting outsiders on a pedestal within an organization can be linked to a few situations. Firstly, the talented human capital expertise in the organization is not acknowledged or is ignored. Organizations frequently deny this matter, but the internal members who quietly still see this action as the inverse. The organizations may also not be aware of such talent, or it may also be that the organization may prefer to see outside talent to push the organization's reputation. In these situations, current talents within the organization may feel sidelined, ignored, and just plain unappreciated by the organization. Therefore, it is unsurprising if some of the workers who can't find their footing within the organization become brilliant, famous, and are champions outside the organization. Secondly, organizations offer lesser rewards and a narrow career pathway to current employees than those who just joined. These tactics include discrimination in the planning and job promotion for current employees compared to newly joined outsiders. Third, some leaders micromanage the organization if internal workers conduct it. However, if the task falls to an outsider, this micromanagement is avoided under the pretext of giving complete trust to those chosen. Fourth, appreciation and acknowledgement are almost always challenging to be given out to current organization's members. Inversely, this praise is often given to outsiders who hold good rank and positions within the society. It is almost as if the organization don't mind spending resources on outsiders as long as it boosts their image and reputation. There are specific justifications for organizations to emphasize outsiders who shape and manage our entities. However, excess attitude and obvious attention to outsiders may lead to long-term negative impact on the organization's morale and motivation. Ladies and gentlemen, in the name of harmony, The organization should handle these issues thoroughly, as the Malay adage goes, in the jungle nursing monkeys while the child dies of hunger at home, which means to provide to those closest to us before entertaining those on the outside. Brain drain is a global phenomenon. Most countries suffer from brain drain to a degree, and it can have a devastating effect on economies with skill shortage, reducing competitiveness and hindering real gross domestic product, which is GDP. Brain drain is considered a problem of extreme importance for many developing countries. Glavin, in the American Journal of Economics and Sociology, stressed that many highly educated individuals from developing countries work in North America and Western Europe. Facing aging societies and shortage of skilled workers in some professions, many developed countries will attract educated foreigners. In the year 2000, almost 175 million people, or 2.9% of the world population, live outside their country of birth for more than a year. Of these numbers, about 65 million were economically active. This is according to the population database by United Nations Population Division. Bulletin World Health Organization also mentioned this form of migration has in the past involved many health professionals, nurses, and physicians have sought employment abroad for many reasons, including high unemployment in their home country. A study in Southeast Asia by Boston Consulting Group, the network jobstreet.com and JobsDB shows that the percentage of the loss of human capital is reduced from 63.8% in 2014 to 57.1% in 2018. The study also shows the desire of this talent to move to another country, which is 67% in 2014 to 65% in 2018. The countries of choice are Australia, Singapore, and the United Kingdom. Despite the reduced percentage, it is still considered high compared to the investment made to develop the human capital as issued by a country. Even more worrying, those involved in this brain drain happen to be in the most critical career, such as engineers, doctors, IT experts, architects, astronomers, academicians, and so on. Looking into the context of organizational management, brain drain needs to be taken seriously to ensure the organization's sustainability and the achievement of the goals set. This concern is because an organization has made significant investments, especially human capital development activities, especially training and development. Studies in organizational behavior have shown some factors that lead to the brain drain in an organization. Some include the organization doesn't acknowledge talented human capital. This weak strategy may be due to the organization's lack of awareness of such talent in the organization, or praises and accolades often granted to external talents, which we call brain gain, to increase the organization's reputation. This absent-mindedness causes workers to feel that the current organization undervalues the knowledge that they have. Ladies and gentlemen, it is not surprising that employees do not have a place in the organization, but are excellent and famous to other organizations and society. So these talented employees tend to be more appreciated by external parties who discreetly find out or detect these talents, which will soon be used in other organizations. Low income or reward also limits career development, and progress in the organizations can be behind the brain drain. It is because the organization underpays talented workers. The migration of employees to other organizations will ensure a more exciting salary and more guaranteed career development. Another factors contribute to the brain drain is a consistent, non-structured career path. A frequent change in the career path and the occupation's terms and conditions make the brain drain even more apparent in the organization. This mismanagement includes the element of discrimination and non-transparency in the individual's planning and job promotion. Rare, almost non-existent appreciation by the organization can also lead to employees' brain drain. Acknowledgement and praise are always given to those who have good positions and title in the organization. Maslow's famous motivation theory shows that a small appreciation given to an individual who has had accomplishments in the organization will not bring about better motivation to the organization. Brain drain is also persistence in individuals who prioritize facilities and competitive technology. Also, the opportunity to obtain a broader working experience. Ladies and gentlemen, based on the discussion, organizations often perceive outsiders as better and more talented when compared to their people, leading to this brain drain issue. Organizations should take some steps to address this issue. Some include improving the strategic planning of human resources, covering several essential strategies that can retain talents in the organization. Also, the career development strategy in the organization must improve through the more appealing provision of career development in acknowledging the existing talent in the organization. Not to mention the work-life balance in addressing this brain drain issue. This balance struck by individuals between work and family can improve mental well-being and increase organizational and national productivity. Ladies and gentlemen, brain drain leads to various forms of emotions among the organization members, especially regarding the needs for their service, future career path, and the challenges of the organization environment. All of this can cause individuals in the organization to face conflicts and stress and affect their health. Thus, emotional well-being is essential to be considered in understanding the brain drain issue. Emotional well-being will lead to a new dimension in ensuring the paradigm shift of disappointment due to brain drain to a diaspora of talent and improve skills in facing future challenges. With that remarks, I end my speech. Thank you very much.